John Cena has officially announced his retirement from WWE. He made a surprise appearance at Money in the Bank and announced the farewell tour that will take place from January to December of 2025. And with this announcement, the entire internet wrestling community has been set ablaze as everyone tries to predict who his final batch of opponents will be, what his final storylines will be, will he win the coveted 17th world title, and who will his final WrestleMania opponent be? That's the purpose of today's video as I break down my top 5 candidates for who should face John Cena at WrestleMania 41. I'm Brandon and welcome to Wrestling Talk. Subscribe if you want to see more fun videos like this. But anyway, let's get started. Coming in at number 5 is going to be Bron Breakker. And obviously the appeal of this match would be old generation versus new generation. Or more specifically, old generation putting over the new generation. John Cena is no stranger to putting over talent. We can talk about the Nexus all you want, but when you look at the past 5 to 10 years, it feels like John Cena's sole purpose has been to put people over. Whether it be Solo Sikoa, Austin Theory, Roman Reigns, Kevin Owens, AJ Styles, hell, even Becky Lynch. So in that same vein, him putting over Bron Breakker would not only be huge for Breakker's career, but would truly be the passing of a torch from one generation to another. And just to make it more interesting, it could be for the Intercontinental title, something that Cena's never won. However, the reason it comes in at number 5 and not higher is because, frankly, I'm tired of seeing John Cena put people over. Again, whether it's Solo Sikoa, Austin Theory, Roman Reigns, Kevin Owens, AJ Styles, the danger of having Cena put so many people over, thus having a lot of losses, is that it diminishes his credibility and legacy. Cena's even said it himself, he's been on a 2-year losing streak. So at this point, having a victory over Cena really won't do much for your career. Just look at Solo Sikoa. After beating John Cena, he went on a 40-match losing streak. Or look at Austin Theory. After he beat John Cena, he just meandered his way into the tag division. In order to truly put someone over, you need to have a lot of victories behind you so that when you lose, it means a lot. And in Cena's own words, you're passing that energy from one superstar to another. But at this moment in time, I don't think Cena has enough energy to pass on. And frankly, I think he's put over enough people. If this is truly going to be his farewell tour, then I want Cena to actually be honored. And by that, I mean stacking up some wins, potentially winning some titles, and going out on a high note. Coming in at number 4 is going to be CM Punk. CM Punk and John Cena had one of the best rivalries of all time back in 2011. And honestly, never in my wildest dreams did I think that we would see CM Punk and John Cena as active members of the WWE roster again. But here we are. CM Punk said at the Money in the Bank press conference that if this is true and it's Cena's true farewell tour, then him and Cena have to do it again. And I would love to see it. And what better stage than WrestleMania? It could be for a title or just a grudge match, but to see these two iconic rivals go at it again would just be insane. However, the reason it comes in at number 4 and not higher is because honestly, I'd rather see each of them do something different. With CM Punk, I would much rather see him have those long-awaited matches with either Drew McIntyre or Seth Rollins. To me, those are big matches that we've never seen before, and at the end of the day, it's more appealing than a nostalgia match with him and Cena. Plus, let's be honest, both guys are not at their physical prime anymore. Over the past few years, CM Punk has shown to be very injury prone, and Cena's in-ring work has gotten severely limited. It was never as complex as an AJ Styles, but needless to say, over the past few years, he's really dialed back what he does in the ring. So honestly, when it comes to John Cena and CM Punk reuniting in a WWE ring, I would much rather see them have a little moment at the Royal Rumble or the Elimination Chamber or something like that, similar to John Cena and The Rock at WrestleMania 40. Coming in at number 3 is going to be Drew McIntyre. The appeal of this match is simple. We've never seen it before. Cena and McIntyre have been a part of a few multi-man matches, but never one-on-one. And given the fact that Drew is doing the best work of his entire career right now, it almost feels like a dream match. And the reason this ranks as high as number 3 is because when you look at Drew McIntyre's path leading up to WrestleMania 41, it's a bit difficult to plan out because currently the 3 superstars he's most involved with are CM Punk, Damian Priest, and Seth Rollins. And all 3 of those guys I think are going to be occupied come WrestleMania. At the moment, I think Damian will definitely be facing Finn Balor, probably in a Hell in a Cell, and I think we will finally get to see CM Punk versus Seth Rollins at WrestleMania 41. So that kind of leaves Drew hanging. Sure, you could throw him in either one of those matches as a third wheel, but given the quality of the work he's doing right now, I think he's earned a true singles match. Honestly, the more I'm talking about it, I actually think this might be what WWE does, because as hot as the CM Punk Drew McIntyre feud is right now, I don't think it's gonna last all the way to WrestleMania 41. My guess is it would be SummerSlam or Bad Blood. Plus, when it comes to Cena versus Drew, I really don't know who's gonna win. Neither one of them needs the victory, but also a victory would benefit each one greatly. And there's no obvious reason for one of them to win over the other. Coming in at number 2 is going to be Cody Rhodes. This is very simple, a clash of babyfaces. One defined the PG era and one defined the current Renaissance era. Honestly, now that we know that Cena will be around through all of 2025, this match seems like a no-brainer. Obviously, if it happens at WrestleMania, I would love it to be for the world title. Given the work that Cody Rhodes has done over the past few years, this really feels like a dream match. I guess my only complaint is that there's really no reason for Cena to be the one to dethrone Cody, if Cody is still holding the belt by then. But I can see the story. Cody, being the honorable babyface, gives Cena the chance for his 17th title, or Cena just earns the chance through the Royal Rumble or the Elimination Chamber. It really is a generational matchup that I think has to happen in 2025. I'm just not sure if it's going to happen at WrestleMania, because there is one candidate who I think is above the rest, and that is number 1, Randy Orton. This just has to happen. When you look at John Cena's rivalries, whether it be Edge, CM Punk, The Rock, Triple H, The Authority, JBL, Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, without a doubt, Randy Orton is his most iconic rival. The two of these guys were basically Superman and Lex Luthor for the entirety of the PG era. And as Randy Orton said, they've never had a match at WrestleMania. So this just has to happen. As I said before, Cena has put over people enough. I'm tired of it. I would love to see Cena versus Orton finally at WrestleMania. Ideally, for a world title. The story is laid out perfectly because WWE is already setting up Randy versus Cody. Originally, I thought that was going to be at SummerSlam, but now it feels like it might happen at Bad Blood or War Games or even the Royal Rumble. However, assuming Randy beats Cody and walks into WrestleMania as champion, you can have Cena win the Rumble or the Chamber, earn a title shot, and there you go, we can finally get this dream match. Honestly, before Money in the Bank, I did not think this would be a possibility, at least this year. I thought for sure the plan for WrestleMania would be Randy versus Cody. However, now that we know about Cena's retirement, I think him versus Randy has to be the move. Or at the very least, WWE has to be thinking about it. Because you can always do Cody versus Randy another year or another PLE. But when it comes to Cena versus Randy at WrestleMania, WrestleMania 41 is the only opportunity. And I don't see Triple H wanting to pass this opportunity up. So because of that, I think Randy Orton is my number 1 pick to be John Cena's final WrestleMania opponent. Alright, that's my top 5. What do you think? Did I miss any obvious candidates? Whatever you think, let me know in the comments below. Bye bye.